Hi there, this is Teresa. Welcome back to the channel. We are going to do you versus them, you versus your person. We're going to see what are your feelings and intentions versus your person and what's going to be the likely outcome in this moment. If you do want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. All right, let's start with Aries first. You versus your person, Aries. What is your feelings and intentions versus your person? You feel like you have a lot of wounds because of this situation with you and your person, and your intentions is to run away. Your person feels like they need to give you stability and security, and their intentions is they're a little bit worried and trying to understand, are you going to give them another chance? The problem is you feel lonely in the connection, and it's created wounds within this relationship. And your person feels like what you two have is special, and they have not given you the stability. They have been very tunnel vision with other things in their life, and they're worried because of that, that they may not be able to overcome it. So you're strong in your virtue that you want to walk away. You could have Leo in your chart. Your person feels like, you know what? This is the turning point that I have to do this and I have to fix this if I want luck on my side here in the future. It does look like there's been a lot of fights with the two of you recently. There's been a lot of going back and forth. The communication has not been effective. You want your person to recognize and acknowledge you. Your person wishes that you could see that they do recognize, they do acknowledge, but they're not necessarily giving you what you actually want. There's the fighting. There's the competition. There's your person giving to other people, maybe to their job or their career or their business. It does look like your person is making plans for the two of you here in the near future. You're just waiting. You're like, you know what? I'm going to walk away, but I'm still kind of curious to see what my person's doing. So it does look like your person's going to come in with some communication. They're going to come in to let you know that they want to have another chance, that they want to prove to you that they can give you the stability and security that you truly want and desire. And you may actually find that whatever your person does next brings a sense of peace for you. Of course, you have free will to decide whatever it is that you want, but that is what the energy is at this time. All right, let's move on to Taurus. Taurus, if you want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. Taurus, you versus your person, what are your feelings and intentions versus your person? You feel like this is nothing but a dream. It's just fantasy. It's not reality. And your intentions is to kind of deny what the truth of the situation is. Your person feels like, you know what? We need to meet up soon. We need to have a conversation. And their intentions is to get some advice from other people. Now, the problem between the two of you is you may be in your feelings and emotions. You're in your divine feminine, wanting to receive something, and you feel like your person has dropped the ball on giving you something. Now, your person feels like you're overthinking the situation too much, and you're blocking to see what the truth is, but you're living in denial of it. So they want to meet up and have a conversation. So for you, maybe you want commitment. Maybe you want something higher level of commitment. You want this person to learn that you don't want to live in a fantasy or an illusion. You don't want to deny the truth that what you truly desire. Your person does want to heal things. That's why they want to meet up. They want to be patient because they want to talk about what the truth is, which is this person does want to be single and independent. They want their cake and they want to eat it too. And that's part of the problem is you've been in denial of wanting this commitment, waiting for this commitment, dreaming of this commitment, and you haven't been receiving it. And your person has been dragging their feet. Your person lacks the stability or security. They're trying to get advice from other people because they want, what do they want? Okay, they do want to apologize that they're not giving you the commitment you want. Why are they not giving Taurus this commitment? What's going on here? Okay, so this person is in a lustful energy where they're excited to be around you. They love the presence of the two of you. They enjoy the companionship, but they're not ready or they are not able to give you the stability that you seek and desire. You're wanting higher level of commitment. You dream of having that with this person, but you're in denial that this person can give it to you. So you're being a little bit stubborn and not realizing that maybe this is not a priority to your person. You're in denial. This person's not making it a priority. So what's going to actually happen here? Because they want to meet up. What's going to happen with Taurus and their person? 7 of Wands, Three of Swords, let me take it upright, and the Chariot. So you keep pushing and resisting that this person is repeatedly hurting you, and Spirit is saying it's time to maintain control of what you know that you've been denying, that you need to see the truth. This is a black and white situation of right and wrong. Are they giving you what you want? Yes or no? Are they in the right to give you the bare minimum? No, they're not. So there's your Seven of Swords. You've been lying to yourself that this person's going to eventually give this to you, and they're not able to give it to you. This person doesn't have the stability and security that you're seeking and you're desiring. They do enjoy your companionship, but they're only investing bare minimum. They're giving you just enough to keep you hooked and to still entertain them, but not enough to give you the full kit and caboodle that you're truly wanting and desiring. So I see they're going to reach out. They're going to say, hey, let's meet up soon. Let's have a conversation. But you're going to recognize within that conversation very strongly that this person is not going to give you the stability and security. It's almost like an aha or epiphany is going to happen for you. And you're going to realize that you have been denying what the truth is with this person. All right, let's move on to Gemini. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. Okay. Gemini, you versus your person. What's going on here? Gemini and their person. Gemini. You feel like you've been waiting on this person. Your intentions is you want an offer of love from this person. This person feels that they need to be honest with you. Their intentions is they're going to say, you know what? We need to talk. So it looks like the problem is you are potentially waiting for something and you feel resentful because you're not getting it from this person. And this person wants to be honest with you that they may want to just walk away from it. That even though they feel inspired to be honest with you, the honesty is not going to be what you want or what you desire because you're waiting. You're investing with this person. You feel like it's just a matter of time. They're going to bring in this love offer. They're going to bring in this higher level of commitment, and it hasn't been happening. There it is. The Lovers and the Death card forced out of my hands when I was not even done shuffling. So you can be dealing with a Scorpio or a Gemini. You've been waiting for this change to happen where this person's going to choose you and give you this love offer. This person's in the Queen of Swords energy. So this is somebody who could be a little bit bitter of other people. Maybe they went through a divorce or they went through a bad breakup before. This person knows they need to be honest with you and they want to talk to you, but they know you're going to resent them for it. They know that you're going to be angry because you've been investing. What's going to be the likely outcome here? The Tower. The Judgment. Take it upright, and the Nine of Cups. Here's the deal. Your person's going to be honest with you with the Judgment. They're going to be honest. It's going to come out of left field because you've been waiting for this love offer. You've been talking to them. You're getting to know them. You've been spending time, yada, yada. But they're going to say, you know what? I really wish that I would have been honest with you a lot longer ago, that I feel like I need to walk away. That I need to turn my back on what you're waiting for me to give you because I'm not able to give it to you. Why is this person not going to be able to give this to you? Why do they feel inspired to tell you the truth finally after all this time? Oh my God. King and Queen of Swords. They definitely have went through a divorce. They're still bitter. Or they went through a really crappy, cruddy breakup. They're still bitter. They're still bitter about relationships. So this person has a looming black cloud of anger still. The King and Queen of Swords. It could also be that they're still in a relationship with somebody else. That they have somebody else that they're still in a commitment with. Maybe they're married to this person. There's somebody else here. It's either somebody that they're still in communication with that you don't know about, or it's somebody from their past that they're still upset with, that they're still holding on as to why they're not giving you a commitment. This is the Tower. You don't see this coming. You don't know this is coming. This is why this person's not giving you a love offer, because there's another energy here. Okay, let me get you a card of advice. What's the advice for Gemini? I'm hearing that song, is it Elvis that sings it? Don't be cruel to the heart that's true, or something like that. You need to be very practical and very methodical to move away from this. The Hermit is what's being hidden. It's going to be illuminated to you. This person may even be honest and say, hey, you know what? I'm married. I'm in a relationship. I live with somebody. I have a partner. Or I don't want a relationship because my ex did me wrong. Or I'm still angry over my divorce. Or I'm still upset with what happened with somebody in the past. There's something that is going to be said from this person to you that your advice is you need to be really methodical to move away. To be shown the illumination as to why this relationship never happened, why you were blocked from this love offer. Because there is a reason for it. All right, could be a Scorpio, Gemini, air sign, water sign, Libra. All right, let's move on to Cancer. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. All right, Cancer. You versus your person. What's going on here, Cancer placements? Cancer. You versus your person. Okay, you feel like your feelings is you regret losing this person and your intentions is to unblock them. So you maybe did something that this person broke up with you and then you blocked them. You were mad because they broke up with you, but now you're wanting to unblock them. Your person is in an energy of trying to figure out what the possibility is here. Something's being illuminated to your person here very soon. They could be looking at your pictures and they could start feeling nostalgic, start feeling like, you know, maybe there's a chance that there's a possibility that the two of you could reconnect. Now, your person doesn't want anyone else. Hold on one second. Let me get a Kleenex. They don't want somebody else. They're in an energy of they're loyal and dedicated to looking at things from a different perspective, looking at things a little bit differently now. And they are still available. So if you're wondering, hey, is my person single? Are they available? They are. All right, so let's see what's going on here. Let's clarify here. For Cancer, why do you regret losing this person and now you want to unblock them? Okay, so this could be somebody that they hurt you. You were trying to work something out with this person and they did something or said something that hurt you. Maybe they chose somebody else and you said, you know what, forget it, I'm done. And you broke up with them, but now you regret it because you broke up with them and then you blocked them. So you kind of shot yourself in your own foot. Okay, now your person, they realize that they didn't sacrifice enough. They've been really thinking about what had transpired between the two of you, and they are being illuminated to what the truth is. And the truth is that they do want you back. They do want this relationship. They do want another chance. So it looks like the outcome is there's going to be a cycle being closed out. So this breakup will come back around. There is some healing that does need to happen. And there's a lot of hope and faith that both of you need to drive home in order to have this. We have all major arcana. So this relationship is pretty significant for you and your person. That you both want to connect. You both want to heal. You both want happiness. But you also are both still not wanting anyone else. You're wanting each other. So I do see that there is going to be a reconciliation or reunion. If you're broken up or if you're in separation still, your person is thinking about the possibility. You're going to unblock them, which may actually trigger this person to start looking at your pictures, which will activate. Who's going to reach out to who here in Cancer and their person? Is it going to be Cancer or their person? If it's Cancer, give me one card. Yes, it is going to be you, Cancer. You're the one who's going to make this happen. Because you're the one who actually broke up. You're the one who blocked your person. You're the one who's going to undo that. It's kind of like you packaged it all up. You're unpackaging it, and then your person is going to let you know what? I am still loyal to you. I'm still available. I've been waiting for you to unblock me. I've been waiting for you to come around, and I see from your perspective. All right, let's move on to Leo. All right, Leo. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. All right, Leo. You versus your person. What's going on here for Leo placements? You feel like you're looking at things in the situation as a different perspective. Your intentions is you have a lot of lustful desires when it comes to your person. Your person feels like they just want to have fun. Their intentions is to be unavailable when it comes to you and the situation between the two of you. Now, the problem between the two of you is you both feel like you deserve something more. And there's a struggle here that you guys are not trusting what your feelings are of being honest. So we have the Seven of Swords. So neither one of you are trusting the other one. You're not trusting your person, Leo. They're not trusting you. And there's a juggling energy here about what the priorities are. And it could be that because you're trying to look at things from a different perspective, your intentions is maybe you just want a hookup situation. Maybe you don't want to be in love with this person. And your person's energy is they feel like they want to have fun, but their intentions is also to be unavailable. There's already an investment here. We have double sevens here. So both of you are struggling with maybe not being honest about this juggling energy. What is this? So it looks like there needs to be communication, that you both need to figure out what it is that you want. Do you want to take a leap of faith and go in different directions, or do you want to come full circle? We also have that Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So there's a lot of lustful energy, a lot of fun energy here. Is Leo in a relationship with this person? Yeah, but it's toxic as hell. So you both could be talking to other people. You could be sleeping with other people. You could be doing other things. You both could be juggling each other, but you both are struggling with being honest that you're investing with each other, but you're investing with outside people. All right, what's the advice here? Because it looks like you guys are staying stuck in this situation. What's the advice? Be very, very honest with what you want. You need to open up. You need to communicate. If you don't want love, just be honest and tell your person, you know what? I don't want to be in a relationship no more. I don't want love, and I want something else. What does Leo's person want? They want judgment. They want the truth. They may want to be single and independent, and they may actually apologize and say, you know what? I just want to be single and independent also. Yeah, they're in lustful energy too. So you both are kind of mirroring each other. You may be in a relationship, but you both are feeling like you deserve more, and you're struggling with being honest with each other about wanting more. Yeah, I don't know. All right, Virgo. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. Let me get a drink here, I'm hot. All right, Virgo. Whew, I'm hot. All right, Virgo. You versus your person. Virgo and their person, what's going on? Virgo. All right. You're in your feelings and emotions of whether or not you should release the situation. Your intentions is to repair and reconcile. Your person feels like they need to make plans. Their intentions is to potentially have a fling. The energy between the two of you is secretly neither one of you is willing to compromise. And you're trying to figure out where your path is in the situation. If this is a releasing or if this is just a fling. Okay, well let's clarify here. What's going on with Virgo? Okay, so you're kind of curious to see if you're in your emotions trying to figure out if you should release this situation. Something is nagging you about this relationship and you're a little bit confused about whether or not you want it. There's a hurt and disappointment. Your person feels like they're making plans because of some type of hurt and disappointment. It could be a third party situation. There could have been a fling. And your person wants to know what the truth is. There's definitely a heaviness. There's a burden that maybe neither one of you is willing to compromise. And you both feel a sense of loss because of that lack of compromising, that lack of, you're both confident that you feel defeated. Okay, so what's going to be the likely outcome with Virgo and their person? There's tension, there's fights about what the future holds between the two of you. You both are wanting to listen to your heart. Your hearts are telling you that, what's this Knight of Wands? There's toxicity. You could be dealing with the Leo. The devil came out with Leo too. There's maybe a lack of planning because of the Two of Wands here about what the future is. There's been some hurt and disappointment. There's definitely something toxic that's here that you both are unwilling to let go of. It could be a belief, it could be a pattern, it could be even a person. It could be a way of doing things that is impeding on both of you not willing to compromise. Even though you both feel like each other does matter to each other, there's definitely this secret of, hey, I'm secretly really just not willing to compromise. I am who I am, and you have to accept that type energy. Yeah. You both could just kind of be waiting to see what's going to happen next. With that Hangman, it feels like you both are feeling like you've sacrificed a lot and you're not willing to sacrifice anymore. You could be dealing with a Pisces, fire, 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 Capricorn, fire, water, earth, fire, fire, a lot of fire signs. Libra, air, water, water, air. All right, let's move on to Libra. All right, Libra. You versus your person. What's going on for Libra and their person? If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. All right, Libra, what's going on? You feel like your person has a third party. Your intentions is you're done holding back. You're going to say something to your person. Your person feels like you're obsessed with thinking they have a third party. Maybe you've already said something. But their intentions is they have options. They're going to tell you they have options, but they only want to be with you. So the energy between the two of you is you maybe had a dream or something that your person cheated on you. Your person wants you to use your intuition to know what the truth is. And they're sorry you had that dream, but they want you to be cautious that that's really not what's happening. There's the Tower. You had a dream about your person being with a third party, Libra. And you want to use your intuition, but you're using the dream as what you think has happened, but it hasn't. Your person has unconditional love with you. They know that you feel hurt and disappointed about this dream, but it was just a dream. Yeah, your person's choosing you. They love you. They're going to be very clear that they're going to analyze the dream with you, but the dream wasn't really about your person. It was actually something about you. There it is, the King and Queen of Swords. They see you as the person they love. You're their soulmate. You're the person they want to be with. You're the person that they are wanting to proceed with. And they're going to openly communicate that. So you could be dealing with a Gemini, air sign, water sign, or another water sign. All right, let's move on to Scorpio. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. All right, Scorpio, you versus your person, Scorpio. What's going on, Scorpio? Your person feels like maybe it's best that they stay single right now. They know that you guys are soulmates. They know, they realize it, they recognize it. Your energy is you feel like there should be a different opportunity here because you are soulmates, but there's a plot twist on your side. On your person's side. Is this Scorpio or their person? This is you. You're trying to make plans for the future, but you feel like something has blocked the plans with you and your person. So that's why you feel like it's best you stay single. Yeah. It looks like you're realizing that you have to let this go. You've been thinking about this a lot. There's the Ten of Swords. So there is a defeated energy. Your person may want to try to fix things, but you have faith that maybe in the future the two of you will come back around because you are soulmates. There might be another opportunity. But right now, you can't trust that this turn of events is what you need. There's something about you feeling very strong right now, even though you're soulmates, that you have to release this. And it could be that maybe you got a job opportunity and you need to take that opportunity, that maybe this is a once in a lifetime opportunity that you have to step up and do. And that's the turning point. So give me one more for Scorpio. Yeah. You may recognize that if you don't take this opportunity that's being presented to you, that it may not come along again. And unfortunately, it's at a turning point in your life where you can't be in a relationship or you can't be with this person to take this other opportunity. There's a divide here for some reason. And it could be the divine. It could be done with a Pisces, a fire, water, earth, or an Aquarius. Doesn't have to be, but it could be. All right, Sagittarius. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. All right, Sagittarius, what's going on with you and your person? You feel like you need to walk away right now. Your intentions is because the connection is just too much for you. Your person feels unhappy about something with a third party, could be an ex or something, and their intentions is they're going to be smart about the situation. So it looks like your person has low self-esteem. They feel like there's a codependency that you have with someone else. They're using their intuition to feel like they're unhappy about you potentially entertaining a third party, somebody from your past. Maybe they said something like, hey, you seem very codependent on your ex, or you seem very much like you're always talking to that person in your past. And you are feeling like, you know what, if you think that it's too much, then this connection's too much. Yeah, there's been some fighting with you and your person. There's been some tension, and your person wants to be recognized and validated about what they've communicated to you, but you have decided instead of validating it or recognizing it, you're just going to walk away from it. Yeah, this is your person tried to reach out, tried to communicate that they were unhappy, that they feel like their intuition was telling them that you were being very codependent with someone else, but it feels like your person's the one who's very codependent. There's your energy. You had been pouring into, was it this person? Yeah. You've been pouring into healing or fixing something from your past, and you are recognizing with this person, this new person, that maybe it's best to just close the cycle out, that it's just too much, too quick, too soon. And it looks like you're focusing on your happiness and you are dropping the situation with you and this person. Could be dealing with an air sign, an earth sign, a fire sign, another Sagittarius, a Leo, or an earth sign. All right, let's move on to Capricorn. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. All right, Capricorn, you versus your person. What's going on, Capricorn? You feel like you're really stuck in the past, and your intentions is to accept that you can't provide the way you thought you could. Your person feels very defensive, and their intentions is they feel like they can't handle you. This could be a newer person, and it looks like both of you are hurt and sad, but also a little bit hesitant to tell each other what the truth is. All right, let's clarify here for Capricorn. So you do realize that you can provide for yourself, but you can't provide for your person. You're using your intuition to accept that. Your person, this is the defensive energy. Your person feels like smacked in the face that they just can't handle this, and they're wanting to open up their options. It does look like because the trust has been compromised already, you both are making the decision, you know what, I only have control over myself. I want to move forward, and moving forward because I don't trust the situation, maybe towards something or someone else. Could be dealing with a fire sign, earth, water, Aquarius. All right. All right, Aquarius, you versus your person. Let's see what's going on. Aquarius and their person. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. All right, Aquarius, you versus your person. What's going on? You feel very ashamed over the situation. Your intentions is you're not giving up either way. Your person feels like they didn't see it coming. Their intentions is they're afraid because of this rejection of whatever has happened. You don't want your person to push you away. Your person feels like you gave them false pretenses. They don't feel a connection with you, and you don't know what to do at this point because you feel ashamed, but you don't want to give up. Let's clarify here, Aquarius. Okay, so you are observing that you're ashamed that you turn your back on your person. Your person feels a lack of love, a lack of compassion, and they feel like, you know what, maybe I should just move away from this, that I don't want to be rejected anymore. There's that single and independent energy, and that's part of your person's truth, is that maybe they should just take a leap of faith and go in a different direction. Could be dealing with an emperor. It could be dealing with an Aries. This could be somebody you even have a child with. Could be a Libra. We got Earth, we got Cancer, water or air placement. All right, Pisces. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. All right, Pisces, you versus your person. What's going on here, Pisces? You feel there's a lot of chemistry with this person. Your intentions is you have some messages that you wanted to send, but you haven't hit send yet. Your person feels a little bit blindsided because they haven't heard from you. Maybe you stopped communicating. Maybe you're playing games and trying to get this person to come towards you. And their intention is they want to talk. They want to reconcile. They want to come back. You know you want this person, but your pride and your ego is saying, no, let me hold back from this person. Let me have them chase me. This person's intuition is telling them that you owe them an apology. They want to come towards you, but they feel blindsided why you're pulling back from them. So what's going on here? You're waiting on this person. You are playing games with this person. This person wants to come in and defend themselves as to why you're playing games with them. Their intuition is telling them that you owe them an apology. You are sitting here waiting for this person. Could be a same-sex relationship. You're confident if you hold out long enough, it's going to kind of like the boomerang. Like you throw out a lot of attention and then you pull back hoping that they're going to chase you. That's what you're doing. Could backfire on you. You may not get what you want in return with that boomerang. Let's see what's going to be likely outcome, Pisces. Temperance above the deck. You're patiently waiting on this person. This person's like, you know what? I do want to reconcile. I do want you, but because you're being so toxic towards me, I'm going to keep my options open. I'm going to see what else is out there. Careful what you do, because if you don't want to play games with your person, you better stop playing games. Don't let your pride get the best of you. If you want this person and you know there's strong chemistry, don't play games with them. Just be honest with them. You could be dealing with a water sign, a Taurus, a air sign, an earth sign, a water sign, a Capricorn, a fire sign, air sign, or a fire sign.